As you may have heard, actress Amber Heard is now being investigated for perjury in her domestic violence case against Johnny Depp. The American actress had accused her ex-husband of physical abuse during their marriage, after which UK publication The Sun had reported the incident by calling Depp a wife-beater. However, it was later reported that the Los Angeles Police Department was taking another look at the couple's alleged explosive fight that happened in their downtown penthouse in LA in 2016. What they found out will shock you. With the help of a close friend, Amber faked evidence and she even presented it in court. So what is the evidence and how will it change the course of the hearing? Let's find out. An investigation report from the LAPD is making rounds on the internet. A document from May 2016 when Amber Heard alleged that Johnny Depp physically assaulted her in their LA penthouse. This document purports that Amber, with the help of her friend Raquel Pennington, faked evidence in the house for it to appear banged up. If the report gets its way to the courtroom, it will bring not one but two headaches for the Zombieland star, one being perjury and the second being the termination of her testimony. A few years back, German outlet Bild reported that the actress was facing allegations that she faked details about the big fight that took place between her and Depp, a fight that had dragged their marriage to its downfall. Noted attorney and Depp's longtime friend Adam Waldman confirmed that the investigation against Amber was underway. He further said he believes the 36-year-old had staged the crime scene. Amber Heard and her friend Rocky Pennington staged the May 21st crime scene to prove the abuse allegation against Johnny Depp, Waldman said. A body camera footage from LAPD's responding officer surfaced, which further spurred speculations about Amber's innocence in the matter. The police testimony and the footage are recent developments in an ongoing domestic violence legal battle between the couple. Depp's legal team claims that the new evidence proves that the crime scene was an enormous lie. They insisted that it only goes on to show that the explosive fight never really took place. According to reports, the two officers who responded to the scene also said in their individual statements that they didn't see any evidence of a crime at all. Amber has accused her ex-husband of throwing a phone in her face during the fight, as well as going to vandalize her attic, even spilling red wine in the walls and carpet. Depp's legal team claims that the first two officers to arrive on the scene say they have no recollection of seeing such spills, and that there was no visual evidence that a crime had occurred. New information seemingly suggested that the talented actress is not only being probed by the LAPD, but she could also be facing years of jail time. The Daily Mail initially reported that the body cam footage didn't show anything suspicious, and that there was no signs of damage at the penthouse in which Depp's alleged destructive rampage took place. Their body-worn devices reveal a tidy hallway leading to an elegant kitchen and living area adorned with ornaments, fresh flowers, piles of books, numerous candles, and candelabras, reads the Daily Mail's coverage of the body cam footage. What's more is the new evidence provided by the body cam footage agrees that the information shared by the officers who first responded to the calls about a domestic disturbance at the star's penthouse. In her statement, they told the attorneys general that she didn't identify her as a victim of domestic violence. She added, "We met with the victim, we checked the location, the husband wasn't there, and the victim advised us she wasn't going to give us further information." It is also worth noting that both Melissa and Tyler's testimonies, the police officers, seemingly confirmed that there was no signs of damage in Johnny Depp's downtown Los Angeles penthouse flat, despite the actress's claims about her ex-husband smashing up the place. Amber's former best friend and accomplice in the perjury investigation, Raquel Pennington, recently broke down in tears as she described how she feared monster Johnny Depp would do something worse than he intended to the Aquaman actress. "This is gonna contribute nothing if they're found guilty of lying under oath. In the beginning, I wasn't worried. Towards the end, when the physical abuse was more evident, I was worried," she sobbed. "I was worried for her physical safety. I was worried that when he turned, he might accidentally do something that was worse than he ever intended." Pennington said she was afraid for Amber because Depp could be very unpredictable, and her former BFF didn't have a lot of self-preservation. "I was scared for Amber. I was sad for her, and I was also sad for Johnny as he was my friend too," she said, her voice breaking. She said Depp's different side was referred to as the monster, a name he gave himself for what he could sometimes turn into. Pennington used to be Amber's best friend and was a neighbor to her and Depp, living in a penthouse in the same building, the Eastern Columbia building in downtown Los Angeles. Pertaining to the incident that has now put her on the spot, Pennington told the court how she watched her friend sleep that night as she was so fearful that she had a concussion. She said Amber had asked her to come over to her penthouse and she found her very upset and with injuries. eyes. Her face was red, swollen, and her hair had been ripped out of her head, she testified. The court has shown pictures taken by Pennington that night showing Amber's swollen, bruised face. She sobbed as she described the photos of her injuries to the court, saying that she saw her swollen face, black eyes, bust-lipped, and her hair was pulled out. Pennington insisted it was false to suggest that the syrup actress was uninjured when she appeared on the Late Late Show, after Depp's attorneys previously tried to refute Amber's allegations by saying that the injuries weren't visible on the show. "I saw injuries on her body from the time they happened throughout the next night, the next day as they continued to heal." She insisted she never staged any photos, and she said she was with Amber when the makeup was applied to cover the injuries before they appeared on the show. Pennington sobbed as she said how she saw injuries on Amber on several other occasions, and also how she saw the actress often cover bruises and injuries on her face with makeup. The actress was seen wiping tears from her eyes as she listened to the testimony. Both now will be their word against the LAPD's word, which unfortunately for the duo is backed up by evidence. The couple's penthouse in Eastern Columbia building was the scene of another alleged violent fight, which came just 2 days before the model and actress filed for divorce and 6 days before she requested a domestic violence restraining order. Pennington testified that Amber told her that Depp wanted to come to their apartment to collect some of his belongings. She said that she, her then fiance, Josh Drew, and another friend, Elizabeth Mars, were with Amber, and they were in and out of different apartments. At some point, Amber returned to her penthouse because Depp was going over theirs. Reportedly, things could get worse for Amber as she is facing another possible perjury case in connection to the charity donation she had pledged. The Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom star may have just opened up more legal issues for herself outside of the defamation suit filed by Johnny Depp after she was cross-examined by Depp's lawyers. Her recent admission on cross-examination could open up the door for perjury charges in the United Kingdom, which could lead to her never being granted permission into the country again. After being cross-examined by Depp's lawyer, Amber was questioned about her claims that she donated her divorce settlement to 2 charities, Children's Hospital Los Angeles and American Civil Liberties Union. She asked her if she had truly donated the money to those charities, to which she said yes on the premise that the word pledge and donate meant the same thing in her book. She also later explained to Amber that those 2 words are not synonymous, and then asked the actress if she had ever actually paid the charities, to which Amber clarified that she had not because of Depp's lawsuit. This could potentially spark misery for the troubled movie star. She had previously testified under oath that she had donated the money to the charities during Depp's libel suit against a United Kingdom publication in 2020. Because she had confirmed on record that she has not, she could potentially face perjury charges in the UK. It's true that when it rains, it pours, and our girl's in a mess right now. What do you make of Amber Heard being investigated by the LAPD? Could the Aquaman actress end up going to jail for false information about the night in which Johnny Depp allegedly smashed up their shared penthouse? Let us know in the comment section down below. In our upcoming videos, we'll be bringing you more such updates, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of them.